there's a need for bus drivers, right?
A desperate need for school bus drivers, good qualified school bus drivers, sure.
Mm-hmm. And this is something that's been going on for a while. It isn't something that's new.
It's a nationwide dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of school systems are in need of school bus drivers. Our assets and our debits are pretty much the same. The hours are a great thing for folks who don't want to work a full-time job and want to have a schedule very similar to what their kids are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's excellent for stay-at-home parents or retirees, that kind of thing. But also it's a split shift. You're driving in the morning, you got downtime in the midday, and then you got to come back in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be hard to hold another part-time job at the same time.
Sure.
However, there are other opportunities during midday, so we can work you into almost nearly full-time if you're available and willing.
Yeah. So people who are listening right now that may be interested in becoming a school bus driver,
Sure.
Of course, you don't have to have a lot of experience driving a bus or anything like that, right?
No, in fact, the joke, it's not really a joke, but I use it as a joke. I can teach anybody to drive that 40-foot vehicle. That's not the big challenge. Sure, it takes a little practice, some skill, but after a while, we'll have you parking that thing on a dime.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge and what we're looking for are people with people skills, people who can work with a wide range of people, including pre-K, little ones, 3 or 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you're also working with administrators, teachers, and that kind of thing, too. So it's a wide spectrum of individuals you'll be dealing with.
Yeah. And, of course, the responsibility is huge, obviously.
Tremendous. Absolutely.
Background checks and things like that are needed.
Certainly, that's required. Background checks and medical checks, that kind of thing, drug testing, which is standard.
Do they need a special license?
Yeah, you have to have what's called a commercial driver's license, a CDL.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Class B based on the weight of the vehicle. And there's extensive testing before you can be graduated from the training program. I can tell you that almost every trainee will say near the end of the training that I had no idea how much goes into school bus driving.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's first aid, there's emergency evacuations, there's all kinds of peripheral things you need to know, in addition to driving the bus and working with children.
Yeah. And I know you do them on a regular basis, almost full-time, but regular basis. But you could also use part-time people who help out, substitute drivers too, right?
Jeff, at its very core, it's a part-time job.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 20 hours a week. But for those who are interested in and available to do more, we have more opportunities available, including during the summertime.
Yeah. For people who are listening right now and saying, well, I don't know if I've ever, how do I go about getting my CDL license? Do you help them with that or what?
Yes. It's not an official part of our training, but I do it as kind of a favor, get them up to snuff on the CDL testing and what they need to know. CDL testing is about commercial driving. Right. Any vehicle used for commercial purposes. So you really need to learn a little bit more than you'll actually use as a school bus driver. So we get you up to snuff on that. And once you've passed that, that's the biggest hurdle. Okay. And beyond that, it's working with your skills with people. Again,
if they're interested in becoming a bus driver at the Quincy Public School System, what do they need to do then?
The first step is to contact us via the internet, qps.org. And you follow the links to the employment, and you fill out the application. Mm-hmm. And we're in the process now of going through applications. We've got, we're here talking with you and that kind of thing. Got some banners up in town.
Sure.
And then we're going to be filtering through the applications here in the next week or so. And then we'll make phone calls for interviews and bring you in and talk with you.
Okay. If, they're listening now and they're hearing some information, but once we're done, they may have a question or two to hit them and want to find an answer before they go through the application process. What can they do to get in touch with you?
They can call the transportation office, ask for me or Shane Barnes at 224-5910.